morning, Angie.
Mr. Drake.
And what a morning. It's the first time in weeks that I've seen the sun really shining.
Maybe that's because it's the first time in years that those windows have been cleaned. Oh, thanks for the flowers.
The what?
These. You mean you didn't put them there by my place?
No.
Oh. Well, must be someone else then. Anyway, better put them in water.
Early morning. You can't beat early mornings. When the darkness of the night has slipped slowly past.
Oh, my God.
Making way for the daylight. And the creatures are stirring. The cottage is doing well. So is the garden. And my ex-wife hasn't bothered me for weeks now. And it's summer. Real summer. Can you hear?
Hear what?
All those early morning sounds. Mother Nature greeting the day.
Lovely morning.
Oh, for some, maybe.
Bless you.
Oh, it must be a nice day. All my allergies are starting up again.
Oh, marvellous. You moan enough when the weather's bad.
Do I?
You never stop moaning. If it's cloudy, you say it's too cold. If there's a bit of rain in the air, you say it's too damp. So what's wrong with bright sunshine? Too hot.
No, too humid.
Hey, Mr. Ansell.
Oh, yes.
Did you put those flowers there?
Oh, no, I don't touch flowers.
What about you, Tommy?
No, not me.
Must have been Morris.
Well, I did it.
Did what?
From out there by the back door, I got as far as the second field without once touching the ground. Well, to prove it could be done. And you never know. Could turn out useful in an emergency.
How do you mean? You did it without touching the ground?
From back door to tree to bush, bush to edge. Mind you, I had a bit of trouble with that blackthorn. But at least I did it, and I took measurements all along the way. Must be a good 300 yards.
And how long did that take?
About 7 hours.
It's going to be some kind of emergency then, isn't it? Here, Morris, put me out my misery. Did you put those flowers there?
Me? No.
I reckon she put those flowers there herself.
Angie?
Yeah, picked them and put them there.
Why should she want to do that?
To remind herself.
Remind herself of what?
Of all them fellas, of course, and the one waiting for her down the coast.
Has she suggested this to you?
No,
Then what are you saying?
I'm saying that maybe that fella down the coast is the same as them flowers.
What? Wild?
No. All in the mind.
Never. Not with Angie.
So why hasn't the fella down the coast come looking for her then?
Well, because maybe the fella down the coast doesn't know where she is.
Well, he's had a good few months to find out. He could have advertised.
How?
I don't know. In a newspaper.
We haven't got a newspaper.
Oh, no.
You don't think...
What?
Well, you don't think that maybe she's starved of romance?
Track record, yes.
Tommy!
No, look, let's just stop and weigh it up a minute. Now, we're all here, right?
Right.
Passing through.
Laying up till we get ourselves organised.
Right. So let's think about it. There's me. And no one's going to come looking for me because no one knows me, except you lot.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Your ex-missus has given up looking for you.
Oh, thankfully.
And Morris is different. His wife and kids aren't out searching for him, well, because they know he's a bit of a pioneer.
A pathfinder.
Right, pathfinder.
And explorer.
And explorer. All right, he hasn't got far, only about 15 miles from home.
18.
18. But at least he's having a go. And then there's old Ansell. Well, no one's going to come looking for him because no one wants him.
Oh, thank you.
But Angie, now, she's different. She can't put herself about in this neighbourhood because you don't have a neighbourhood.
What do you mean? Put herself about?
You know.
No, I don't.
So what you're saying is that she invented them flowers?
Of course I'm saying that. Well, none of us put them there, did we?
Right, well, I'm all ready for a day's work. Where do you want me? Have you considered buying a horse, Mr. Drake?
I have, yes. But I can't afford it.
Good. Let me know when it's lunchtime. I'm looking forward to my bag of oats.
What's that smell?
Pardon?
Can you smell that smell?
What smell?
Well, you should know. You're the one with all the pills and potions. Come here. It's a chemical smell. Can you smell it?
Oh, yes.
So what is it?
Smells like Friar's balsam.
Fries what?
Balsam. Well, it's a very old cure for, you know, colds and things. A decongestant. You breathe it in with a lot of steam.
Well, that sounds like you.
Me?
I don't know why you don't build yourself an isolation ward. Out there in one of those sheds. Save coming in here and polluting our atmosphere.
Well, I'm not responsible for this smell.
Well, you're the nearest hypochondriac.
Yes, I know, but I never use Friar's balsam. It contains benzoin. One drop of benzoin in my system, oh, I'd be laid up for days.
Oh, spare us the details. Now, does anybody else use Friar's balsam?
Well, not that I know of.
Then there's something very weird going on in this house. So, how's the championship ploughing match going?
Oh, slowly.
Sadly.
I'm not surprised. I mean, you're hardly Mr. Universes now, are you?
Oh, definitely not.
Well, muscle-bound bodies aren't everything, you know.
No, but they help when you're pretending to be a cart horse. Never mind. There you are. Get stuck into that.
What is it?
Ploughman's lunch. And I mean... real ploughman's lunch.
Oh.
No pickle?
Not with real ploughman's lunch. You're not in the lounge bar of your suburban pub now, you know.
No butter either, I suppose.
Nope. Or forks. Ploughman never use forks.
After you with the onion.
I shall have to have a look in my record book. See if there's anything in there about human beings pulling ploughs.
See if there's anything about ghosts, will you?
Ghosts?
Yes. Ghosts with sinus problems.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your house, Mr. Drake. This house. It's haunted. Smell it?
I can't smell nothing.
No, neither can I. Well, except a sort of faint chemical smell.
Well, it wasn't faint earlier. It was stronger. Much stronger.
It's probably some of old Ansell's medicine.
It is not some of old Ansell's medicine. I've already explained.
Mr. Drake, what is the history of this house?
I've no idea.
You mean you've never been told who lived here before?
No?
Then don't you think you ought to find out? I mean, it's coming to something, isn't it, when a girl gets flowers from a phantom? And even then, well, I'd have expected a more romantic smell from the supernatural. Like gardenia perfume. Incense even. But not a vapour rub. Excuse me.
See what I mean?
Well, Mr. Drake, if there's any investigating to be done, you can count on me.
Well, where do we start?
The most obvious place.
Scar's Edge?
Yes.
The house at Scar's Edge?
Yes, my house at Scar's Edge, in Skinny Man's Lane.
You want to know about that?
Yes, please.
Well, you live there, sir. You'd be the best one to ask.
He wants to know who lived there before.
Oh, he does he? What do we know about the house at Scar's Edge?
Not a lot.
Oh, John, he'd know.
Oh, where is he?
Well, he's not here. You still at it then, sir?
Still at what?
Your detective work.
Yeah, oh, yes. But this is a different form of inquiry. You might say it's psychic investigation.
Is that so, sir?
Skinny Man's Lane.
Yes, that's right. What do you know about it?
Not a lot.
Does he know a lot about anything?
Not really. Except his job, I suppose.
Why, what's his job?
Well, he works as a guide for the potholers up on the moor. He's also a search and rescue team.
Is he? Must be a fair old survival rate up there.
That one-legged blacksmith, look.
What about him?
Didn't he live up on Scar's Edge?
No, he lived at Lower Bean.
A blacksmith with one leg?
That's right. He were getting on, mind. He lost his leg years before when Orstrawn Library ran over him.
Really?
And he couldn't read. But he were a good blacksmith. He made himself a new leg out of iron.
Iron?
Iron. Made himself an iron foot and an iron hip bone. In fact, he were iron up to here. But he could still get a good fire going in his forge.
Don't tell us what he used for a poker.
When that man finally fell down and died, do you know he had to use a magnet to pick him up? And when he was buried, one half of him went to the graveyard, the other half went for scrap. Here's your man. He'll tell you who used to live at Scar's Edge.
Who on earth's that?
Dunno. Never seen it before.
I have.
Hello. A bit tricky trying to find this place across country.
I know. Especially when you're dressed like a pox doctor's clerk.
Well, there was an attractive lady in residence, so I went out of my way to find a florist.
Oh, did you? Thanks.
Pleasure. And you must be the local friendly postman, I suppose.
No. I'm walking round the world on a ball.
Of course, we've met before.
Yeah.
When you set fire to my car.
When he what?
I didn't set fire to it.
Of course you didn't. You don't set fire to anything anymore, do you?
No. But I could always start again.
Anyway, let's forget it. That's all in the past. Is, Brian around?
Brian?
Mr. Drake?
No, he's gone out.
Oh, only I've some news for him from his wife.
Ex-wife.
Sorry, ex-wife.
Tangledown Cottage
That's the one.
in Skinnyman's Lane.
Yes.
Well, that hasn't been lived in for donkey's years.
Well, Mr. Drake lives there now.
Does he? The place hasn't fallen down yet, then.
Well, why should it fall down?
Well, it was condemned years ago.
Condemned?
Well, I shouldn't think that's too much to worry about.
Not a lot, no.
Providing you don't hold no wild parties, sir.
Mr. Drake lives a quiet life.
I gather that, sir.
I mean, lots of places are said to be condemned, but people put them right. It just takes time, a little money and some loving care.
We're making certain inquiries.
Ah, you know.
Have you Have you heard of any strange things going on at the house?
Well, not until you lot arrived.
Any weird happenings?
Happenings?
Yes, you know, just think about it for a moment.
Only at New Year's Eve. Look, every New Year's Eve.
Why? What happens then?
You can hear them.
Hear them?
On the stroke of midnight. Every New Year's Eve.
What can you hear?
You can hear the woodworm with the death watch beating. They all join hands and sing Auld Lang Syne.
I think we're wasting our time. All we wanted was a little bit of neighbourly information, a little bit of help, just some idea about who my predecessor might have been.
Oh, I know who that was. That was Harold.
Harold?
Yeah, lived there when I was a lad. On his own. Always on his own was Harold. He always liked the ladies, but they never liked him.
Why?
Well, he was the shy sort, the sort that never really fitted in. And he always had a cold. Runny-nosed Harold, we used to call him. And he was always in trouble, especially with the married ladies. You see, he was always too shy to talk to them, so he used to leave them little gifts.
What kind of gifts?
Flowers. He always left flowers. Flowers for the ladies.
Right. There's only one thing to be done. A séance. We must hold a séance immediately.
How did you get here?
By taxi and by coach.
Well, you can go back by taxi and by coach as soon as this séance is over.
But I have to talk to you. You heard him.
Cosy, isn't it?
Yes, I think we've achieved the right kind of atmosphere.
Do you reckon we should be tampering with the supernatural?
Oh, there's nothing to it.
I'm not so sure.
Please, I have to talk to you.
Will you shut up?
Do you reckon you've done this kind of thing before?
Oh, yes. Many times.
Where?
Oh, here and there. I was once a fully paid-up member of the Psychic Fellowship.
Why does it have to be in the dark?
Because those on the other side prefer the darkness.
Do they?
What happens now?
We all hold hands.
Oh, lovely.
But while we're waiting, could I tell you...
No!
Don't break the circle. Who's that?
Ghost, I expect.
We haven't started yet. Perhaps one of you would like to see to it.
You're in charge, mate. You answer it.
I'll be right back. Who's there?
Is there anybody there? Said the traveller, knocking on the moonlit door.
Pardon?
Mr. Drake, I hear that you're having a séance.
Yes.
Well, didn't you know? Perhaps you should have been told. No one is allowed to practice spiritualism in this part of the world, not without my permission and my cooperation.
Why?
Because I am the only genuine clairvoyant, mind reader, mesmerist, and table tapper around.
Make up your mind. Last time we met, you were prancing around pretending to be a shepherdess.
That's because I can prance around and pretend to be anything I like, dear girl. That's my privilege.
Who says so?
Money says so.
Well, I'm glad they managed to ruin your happy harvest home party. And money couldn't put that right, could it?
Tell her, will you?
Tell her what?
Explain to her that my parties are never, ever ruined. Because my guests were soon made aware that you and your people were only there to provide, well, some amusing chaos.
Well, that isn't exactly true, is it?
No.
Never.
Definitely not.
It is, if I say it is. And that's all that really matters, don't you think?
Oh, excuse me.
I did that the first time I set eyes on you, dear. Now, why don't you just go away and bake an egg or something?
Now, listen here,
No, wait a minute. This is my house.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Will you be quiet? Now, can we just get on with the séance?
There aren't enough candles.
Well, that's all we've got.
So you'll just have to make do.
All right, then. Where shall I sit? Here?
Yeah, no, actually,
So who is conducting this ceremony?
me.
Then get on with it, will you? I must go into a trance-like state.
Need any help?
Angela!
Let's all join hands again, shall we?
She's enough to frighten any ghost away.
What is the name of the dear departed one?
Harold.
Harold? How common. Can you hear us over there? We wish to make contact with you. Can you hear us, Harold? We're waiting to hear from you.
Ask him to give us a sign.
Will you give us a sign? Do you hear us? We're still waiting for a sign. Harold.
Yeah, well, this is a waste of time. I could be outside, chopping wood.
Shh, just be patient.
Yeah, well, Harold's not interested, is he? It's obvious.
And can you blame him with people like you to haunt?
Now, you leave him alone.
No, wait a minute. Aren't we forgetting something?
What?
Well, Harold, he's supposed to be shy, isn't he? Well, therefore, he's not going to show himself that easily.
You're right. Perhaps we should get him to manifest himself.
Do what with himself?
Materialise in a different form.
Oh.
I hear something.
So do I.
Don't break the circle.
Never mind the circle. I know that sound.
Morris, be careful.
There you are. See what you've done and done? He's gone and manifested himself in my ball. Morris! How can I go around the world on an haunted ball? Whatever you do, don't look tired.
How can I escape from her?
From who?
Jean, your ex-wife.
You're asking me that at a time like this?
Yes.
Just keep going, everybody.
You see, she sent me out here. She's the type that never gives up. You must know that.
Yes. Yes, I do.
She has some crooked solicitor working for her now. She's also having an affair with him. I'm just a dog's body these days. What did we do to deserve her? And this solicitor has worked it so she can still get her hands on anything that belongs to you, including your house.
My house?
Yes, it was the house in particular that she wanted. She has her heart set on a cottage in the country.
Well, then she's welcome to it.
So So where are you going to live now, Mr. Drake?
I've no idea.
But you've lost everything.
I know.
You've nowhere to live.
No.
Help me up.
Oh, that.
Oh. Dust me down.
Yes.
I have a piece of property which is in need of a kind, caring tenant.
Is it isolated?
Very.
Ideally suited for a hermit?
Absolutely perfect. I'm keeping it because I hope to reopen it one day. Then I shall have my own private railway line.
With a steam engine?
Of course. My station master's uniform has already been made up. I'm just waiting for a green flag and a whistle.
Very nice. I could build a train.
I could help you. I've done a bit of engineering in my time.
Here, Mr. Drake. You're going to have to cook on a combustion stove.
Is that the problem?
No,
No airing cupboard.
afraid not.
There's a signal box.
Right, I'll have that.
So, what do you think?
I love it.
What's the matter?
Don't tell me you're allergic to railway stations.
No. Can't you smell it?
Smell? Smell what?
Try as balsam.
Look. It's Harold. I think he's come with us.